Today we're going to look at how to use your lower body in the golf swing to improve your quality of contact, be more efficient at impact. Make sure you check out this video. So very happy with that one there. You'll have seen me start with, however, a drill. And this isn't my drill. I actually pinched this one. I saw Padraig Harrington doing this exercise. He put it, I think, on his social media. And actually one of my lessons tried it first and said, did you see this? Is this relevant to what we're working on in my golf swing? And we looked at it, we tried it, and we measured it, got it on video. Now, Harrington talks about this split stance exercise, about trying to get the trail knee, so for me as a right hander, the right knee, almost underneath the left to stop this early extension movement. And there's a lot of relevance in there, because when we see this early extension movement on the downswing, we start to see the trail heel coming up early, the hips thrusting forwards towards the ball, the spine ends up compensating and getting out of the way. So your body is moving into extension, straightening, earlier than it should do. But, and he does talk also about the feel of almost, it'll be squeezing the thighs together to get the trail knee almost to go underneath the lead leg. It's almost that we're squeezing the thighs together. And that's almost the part I like about this actually the most, having tried it for a little while myself and got a few videos of myself doing it. I like the feel here of the squeezing the trail knee towards the left, or the trail thigh towards the lead thigh, and it gives me the sensation the trail foot is rolling rather than moving up early, and it gives me this feel like I've got a firm lead side to hit against. Jack Nicklaus's swing thought for most of his career with his coach Jack Grout was again about posting on this left side on his lead leg, about almost that wall up the lead side, that we're not breaking it down, we're almost hitting against it. So we really want at impact, and this is where I like this exercise, we really want to try and get that feel that the lead leg is straightening and the lead hip is starting to rotate. So the lead leg would be straightening into impact, extending and rotating, and it gets me that feel that I'm hitting against that firm lead side as I'm getting that sensation that the thigh here is almost pinching towards my left, or my trail foot is rolling in towards my left. So it's giving me that feeling at impact of a very stable lead side, my trail side moving towards my lead side, and my lead side just getting out of the way, starting to rotate. And that's what we really want at impact, is the trail side is moving towards the lead. We know the gap between the knees has got to decrease here in the downswing. So my trail side is going towards my lead side, and we don't want to see this sort of movement where the lead side keeps going. We want the lead side to respond and start to rotate and rise, and that's the correct extension movement. So it's not here, but it is of that lead side into impact. Now you can see as my lead side starts to extend here, my hips are starting to rotate. And that's exactly what we want to see. We really want to use two power sources there, the rotational force and that vertical force. So the rotational part twisting and the left side straightening is that vertical force starting to push off the ground. Let's just do that exercise again. So normally I'd be set up around here. So I'm actually bringing my lead foot in a little bit closer to the golf ball, so it's just inside my lead heel, almost where I'd perhaps play a 3-wood from, a fairway wood. And I'm just going to drop my trail foot well behind, so my toe is behind my heel. Okay, a few inches back there. Get yourself into a comfortable position. So you can see my stance is pretty narrow. It's only sort of 1.5, 2 clubs width apart. But I'm only hitting a little quarter swing. I'm just trying to get the feeling, closing the gap, squeezing the gap between my thighs. My lead side really responds by straightening and rotating. And I like that. There was a touch on the heavy side. But I like that feel of closing the gap, that left side starting to straighten. Very good if you're someone who's getting that trail heel coming up early, or you want to get that sensation again of posting against that lead side, not breaking down that wall up your lead leg. There we go. Got that feel. It's hard to maintain your balance, so I wouldn't hit it too hard, but get that real feel of what it's like at impact to almost really be covering the golf ball, and then build that into a longer movement. You know, so with a normal stance here, could I make just a half swing and get that same sensation of almost squeezing my trail thigh towards my lead? So my pressure's going into my lead foot and my lead side is responding by opening up, not by breaking down that wall. Again, gave me that real feel of squeezing the thighs and rotating that left hip. So greater impact to get that feel of what the lower half, the legs should be doing in your golf swing. I really hope this helps you feel. It's quite hard to work on impact without breaking into smaller movements. Remember, it's a result of about 3/4 of a second. The club's traveling, well, for me, for a 7-iron, about 90 miles an hour. My downswing's over in 0.2 of a second. It's very hard to work on without doing some drills, without doing some exercises, and get that feel. I'm going to do one more of those. Squeezing the thighs together. You can see the foot here, my trail foot is rolled, but it's not excessively high in terms of the heel. My lead side just feels like it's rotated out the way. Now, if I can put that sensation into a full swing, and that's why when you see tour players doing practice swings, they tend to have a relevance to it. When I see a lot of amateurs do a practice swing, there's no real relevance. There's nothing they're working on. And if it's relaxing you or getting you prepared mentally, fine. But when you see most of the tour players, there's a reason behind their practicing. There's a feel that they're trying to create here. So if you're working on this, maybe just get that sensation, little quarter swing, pinching the thighs together, and that lead side responds by posting, straightening, extending. So if I can put that together in a full move. I like it. The 2 full swings I've hit, very, very solid. Just a touch down my left side, but I got that, you know, having rehearsed that move, I've just got that sensation of what my legs, what my thighs are trying to do at impact. So build it into a practice move, build it into a practice swing, and then just try and let it go on a full swing. Let's finish with one last one. Not quite as nice a strike, I would say, as the first 2, but you can see didn't lose me a lot, good direction. Ultimately got that same feel, that same sensation. So building that practice move. If you are someone who's early extending, not posting on this left side enough into impact, wants to feel like they're a little perhaps more over the golf ball at impact, try that split stance. Harrington Exercise is a good one to try and get that feel. And the key move would be that the trail knee almost goes to the back of the lead. The thighs are pinching together into impact. That lead side, as I said, for me, starts to respond and straighten, rotate. So it's a great movement for the lower half into impact. Give it a go. Let me know how you get on. I'd love to hear your comments below. Any videos that I can film that you feel would be beneficial, put them below. It's great to have some ideas from you. Right now, YouTube are suggesting the next video of mine that's relevant for you, and it's just here. Click on it and check it out.